Hello, Matujime, and you're watching Hornbill TV's Prime Time. Now headlines. During his first and historic visit to Ukraine, Prime Minister Narendra Modi met Volodymyr Zelensky in Kyiv and expressed India's solidarity with Ukraine. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar on Friday cleared India's stance on the ongoing war between Russia and Ukraine and stated that it is India's view that the two sides need to engage with each other to find a solution. Following the alleged gang rape of a 14-year-old by three men in Ding area of Assam's Nagaon, Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma stated on Friday that a specific community of people are seen indulging in criminal activities. At least 14 people were reportedly killed after an Indian registered passenger bus plunged into the Maryangi River in central Nepal on Friday. Kamala Harris accepts the Democratic presidential nomination, pledging to be a unifying force for the nation and emphasizes to chart a new path forward, promising to prioritize country over party and personal interest. As India Prime Minister Narendra Modi concluded his historic visit to war-torn country of Ukraine, the External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar on Friday cleared India's stance on the ongoing war between Russia and Ukraine and stated that it is in India's view that the two sides need to engage with each other to find a solution. He also answered questions on whether the country will put sanctions on Russia, to which he said that generally India do not impose sanctions on any country but look at UN sanctions.
There have been a number of public positions taken by India and by the Prime Minister on this subject. A little more than 2 years ago, he had actually publicly said that this is not an era of war. He had also underlined that dialogue and diplomacy are the key. Most recently, he emphasized that the solution will not come out of the battlefield. And obviously, we find the civilian and humanitarian toll of this conflict particularly distressing. It's also India's view that the two sides need to engage each other to find a solution. Now, I also want to, I'll come to the joint statement, but there's a particular segment in the joint statement which pertains to the conflict. So let me read that out, which is that the Prime Minister reiterated the need for sincere and practical engagement between all stakeholders to develop innovative solutions that will have broad acceptability and contribute towards early restoration of peace. He reiterated India's willingness to contribute in all possible ways to facilitate an early return of peace. Sanctions issue, I would say, look, generally, in India, we do not impose sanctions on any country. It's not part of our political, diplomatic history. If at all there are sanctions, we generally look at UN sanctions. Those are the sanctions that we respect.
The central government has prohibited as many as 156 combination drugs that are often administered as painkillers, multivitamins and antibiotics for fever and cold, among others. In a Gazette notification dated August 21st, the government said that the use of drug fixed-dose combination of amylase, protease, gluamylase, pectinase, alpha-galactosidase, lactase, beta-glucanase, cellulase, lipase, bromelain, xylanase, hemicellulase, maltodextrose, entities. But pain is likely to involve risk to human beings, whereas safer alternatives to the said drugs are available. Upon recommendation of the Drugs Technical Advisory Board, the central government, in the greater interest of the public, has prohibited the manufacture for sale and distribution for human use of those drugs across the country with immediate effect. The move from the government comes after the matter was examined by an expert committee appointed by the central government, and the said expert committee considered the administration of this fixed dose combination as irritational. The list of banned drugs also includes drug used for hair treatments, anti-parasitic, skincare, anti-allergic. The medicines combined in more than one drug in a single pill are fixed dose combination drugs FDC. These drugs are also known as cocktail drugs. We'll take a short break. Keep watching.
RCF डालमिया सीमेंट है RCF एक्सपर्ट यानी रूफ कॉलम और फाउंडेशन एक्सपर्ट डालमिया सीमेंट RCF स्ट्रॉन्ग तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग
Hello Nagaland, Unison Hearing Clinic, Dimapur para ekta free hearing checkup organize kuri ase aru yate hearing aids laga saman bishi de super summer discount bi dibole ase. Free hearing camp du August 28 to 29 aru 30 de thakibo. Phujur 9 am pra sham 5:30 pm tak. Hunibole diktar thaga sob clinic de ahibole swagat ase aru checkup tu free hobo. Free camp de bahar para ahya certified audiologists para hearing capacity test kuribo aru latest digital hearing aids kan chulabole trial dibo sob free para moikan lukute hearing aid brands sob laga products ase battery pra operate kuriya laga recharge kurubole pariya laga gan pahade natikhya laga alag shapes sizes aru colors laga hearing aids pai jabo itu logote 100% waterproof thaga aru phone logote connect kurigina calls aru videos kan bi sabole pariya laga technology kan pai jabo Itu super summer sale day, digital hearing aid kinya sob day, 20 to 30% discount tak diya ase aro attractive exchange offers kan bi ase. Mane apni khan laga burana hearing aid anigina nijor choice laga latest product exchange kurigina loi jabole paribo. Apni khan laga pacha parents aro grandparents kun hunibole diktar pai taikan ge anigina check up kuribi aro exciting offers kan laga faida bi uthabi.
In ordinary cement, the TMT bar catches rust and weakens the dhalai. Only Star Dhalai Master solidly holds the dhalai. Solid dhalai, mazboot ghar. Star Dhalai Master.
Welcome back. During his first and historic visit to Ukraine, sombre Prime Minister Narendra Modi met an equally stoic Volodymyr Zelensky in Kyiv. Both leaders were seen hugging and shaking hands together as the two leaders toured the war-torn country's martyrologist exposition. PM Modi's hand remained firmly on Zelensky's shoulder, a symbolic gesture of India's solidarity with Ukraine. Earlier in the day, PM Modi arrived in Kyiv for bilateral talks with President Volodymyr Zelensky, marking the first visit by an Indian Prime Minister to Ukraine since it became independent in 1991. Modi and Zelensky will hold discussions on the entire gamut of bilateral relations, ranging from economic and business linkages, agriculture, infrastructure, health and education, pharmaceutical, defense, culture and people-to-people ties. This visit is taking place against the backdrop of the ongoing conflict in Ukraine, which will also form part of the discussions. India has consistently advocated for diplomacy and dialogue to reach a negotiated settlement. PM Modi's visit to Kyiv comes nearly 6 weeks after his high-profile trip to Moscow, which triggered criticism from the US and some of its Western allies. It should be noted that India has not yet condemned the Russian invasion of Ukraine and has been calling for resolution of the conflict through dialogue and diplomacy. Following the alleged gang rape of a 14-year-old by 3 men in Ting area of Assam's Nagaon, Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma stated on Friday that after the Lok Sabha elections, a specific community of people are seen indulging in criminal activities. Specifying that the victim was a Hindu, he said the perpetrators of the incident will be punished. It may be mentioned that the 14-year-old was allegedly raped by 3 men while she was returning home from tuition. She was found in semi-conscious state near a lake. Meanwhile, protests against the incident continue in the area.
যোৱা লোকসভা নিৰ্বাচনৰ পিছত অসমত এনেকুৱা 22টা ঘটনা ঘটিছে আৰু আজি এইটো 23 নম্বৰ আৰু এই গোটেই ঘটনাটোবিলাকৰ লগত এটা কিছুমান বিশেষ মানুহ জড়িত হৈ থাকে আৰু লোকসভা ইলেকশ্যনৰ পিছত তেওঁলোকে বহুত এনকাৰেজমেণ্টটো পাই আছে তাৰ পিছত এটা ঘটনা কৰি আছে আমি টাফ একশ্যন ল'ম এতিয়া মই ডিজিপিক পঠাইছোঁ ঢিঙলৈকে উইল টেক টাফেষ্ট পচিবল একশ্যন পীযুষ হাজৰিকাকো মই যাব দিছোঁ আৰু মই সদায় কৈ থাকোঁ যে আমাৰ অসমত নামনি আৰু মধ্য অসম বৰাক ভেলী আদিৰ দৰে জাগাত আমাৰ খিলঞ্জীয়া মানুহ লোকেল মানুহবিলাক বহুত ভয় আৰু সন্ত্ৰাসৰ পৰিৱেশত থাকে অসমৰ মানুহে যিমান এই কথাবোৰ বুজিব সিমানে আমাৰ কাৰণে ভাল বাকীটো আইনত যি ব্যৱস্থা ল'ব লাগেতো মই ল'মেই কিন্তু আমি যিমানেই সেনচিটিভ হওঁ যে এই জাগাবিলাকত কেনেকৈ আমাৰ মানুহবিলাক থাকে কিমান কষ্টত থাকে আমি যিমানেই সেনচিটিভ হ'ম সিমানেই আমাৰ মানুহবিলাকে সুৰক্ষা পাব এজনকটো এৰেষ্ট কৰা হৈছে বাকী দুজনৰ নামো আপোনালোকে পাই যাব মটৰচাইকেল এখনত উঠি আহি আছিলে কিন্তু ঢিঙত এইটো ঘটনা এইটো ফাৰ্ষ্ট নহয় স্প্ৰে গেং হৈছে আৰু হৈয়ে থাকে যি জাগাত আমাৰ খিলঞ্জীয়া মানুহ মাইনৰিটি হৈছে সেই জাগাত আমাৰ মানুহবিলাক সদায় সমস্যাত থাকে কিন্তু আনফৰ্চুনেটলি যিবিলাক জাগাত আমি মেজৰিটি তাৰ মানুহে এই মানুহখিনিৰ কথাটো অনুভৱ নকৰে যেনেকৈ আজি অসমত কিবা এটা ঘটনা হ'লে অসমীয়া বঙালী কৰি দিয়ে কিন্তু কোনো বঙালী মানুহে ছোৱালীক ওপৰত হাত নিদিয়ে কিন্তু আমাৰ মানুহখিনিয়ে চিন্তা কৰি থাকিব বঙালীয়ে চিন্তা কৰি থাকিব অসমীয়াই চিন্তা কৰি থাকিব মাৰোৱাৰীয়ে চিন্তা কৰি থাকিব হিন্দী ভাষী কিন্তু আমাৰ শত্ৰু কোন মিত্ৰ কোন মানুহে এইটো আজিলৈকে উলিয়াব নোখোজে বা নাজানে বা মানুহে এভইড কৰে দ্যাট ইজ দ্য বিগেষ্ট আইৰনি সেইটোৱে আজি আমাৰ আটাইতকৈ ডাঙৰ সমস্যা চৰকাৰেতো পদক্ষেপ লৈয়ে আছে চৰকাৰে পদক্ষেপ লৈ থাকিব কিন্তু মানুহৰ ভিতৰত থকা যিটো জন্তু সেই জন্তুটোক চৰকাৰে কেনেকৈ আগত বুজি উঠিব এইটো ঘটনাৰ পিছতহে চৰকাৰে গম পায়
Confirming the incident, Assam DGP GP Singh on Friday visited the incident site and said yesterday at around 6:30 p.m. one reprehensible incident took place and he was informed about it after 1 hour. He said he had directed the SP to visit the site and start the investigation. Since the victim is a 14-year-old girl, a case has been registered under the POCSO Act. DGP also informed that as of now, police have nabbed one suspect and there are a lot of evidence. The Haindretrep National Movement Western Driboy District has called on Sostenus Sotun, the MLA of Jirang constituency, to address several key issues during the upcoming autumn session of the Megala Legislative Assembly. The concerns raised by HNM Western Driboy include the Bilahari Rajkomai Road, demand for border police outpost at Balakwa and a fire and emergency service station at Batarkama Civil Subdivision, inauguration of a model degree college at Batarkama and special government schemes for border villages in Jirang constituency. Additionally, HNM Western Driboy President Sumar Lyangto has urged the Chief Minister of Megala and other ministers to address recent controversial remarks made by Himanta Biswa Sarma, the Chief Minister of Assam. The remarks, which targeted the University of Science and Technology Meghalaya, are believed to negatively impact the future of the students there.
Acik National Movement HNM Western Driboy hari ganok kasih iso benpau hari gede kasih sedang dorbar sentrai jangka apa kayang dorbar kawan bagi kerpat show MLA Mbak Sostenus Sotun MLA lokal MLA Jirang Kondisi Benyekren hawide bagamat dijurah hapo kadong bakatanya kajirang kursi kejungi. Kamat kabningkong hewede bakasrok bilari modem raja kemai tu moduki. Kumbangila lebu kamerendom hau deputy chief minister budai minister in charge jangka PWD road. Bat ya kani kamat bagi kerpat syaunawi kamat ban unya keren. Hapo assembly haying dorbat poan kabudan burum kejungi. Bat kamat kabar hawide bak polis opus. Polis opus si kabla denkam hadu kata-kata hapo belakawa budai menbu. Kumba hakite gisnong ki bahab kite kumba hadu laipo terli tam gisnong kiba kiblamat sisa ya kajing e habadon kano kajing ja ka basongsi long terki onda lawan segi pelit nadu rani kalong kajing jingai ka serok jingai tikum tangi kerpat shono mat bonlira ya kaneru de kamat apa assembly bad kamat kabar Yusuf uru ban kerpat ya kamat kapalai kalong hawede baka civil subdivision ban sinchon skim no hawede baka ni civil subdivision lamar kumbalong himenta ya katega civil subdivision kadai tang ka jing shongwai hapo ka office jeng diwai pat department mar syam ladon kata ka office bapura jengka ladadon kano ka jindon kam di ban musisdong tiba hap ya katega thany iki hawan hadu kanong po tingi ko ba uemle jungi ba lira ay kani rugamat kabalay hapo assembly nyekren hawede puni gamat kabasau hawede baka model degree college hay nilayo ka model degree college sindai hadu munta kam sempat pat urlong kam sempat kli hari ko on pandep complete hawede baka tero hawede baka srok plus nangta hawede baka light ka kide ban penbiang bat ya kanero ikarmen bawa emle juni udah menyekren hapo assembly bat kamat kabasan hawide bat ka fire brigade service station idon kam bat bu no hapo patar kama nomor kumbolong hi te ila don kam shisha nomor ladadon kano jingja ka basusi ila menong ka bakarki ki hapkot nadu nangpo ondala wan kinadu nangpo kalki ka bujkai kasyam jinge.
We'll take another short break. Keep watching.
This is my Northeast, and I am Mirabai Chanu. Here, life is not that easy. That is why the people here don't give up so easily. Really, the passion too is super solid. Even if the earth shakes, their courage is unshakable. Here, every house has a star, and Star Cement was born in this very land. Star Cement, हर घर में star.
गरम ते पेट और मन के ठंडा रखे तो की मुखी खाली मीठा है लगे इदु हेल्दी আছে UHT treated और सफा भी আছে थर्ड इदु फ्रेश আছে और मजा भी वाओ केविंटर लस्सी मीठा भी हेल्दी भी
केविंटर लस्सी मीठा भी हेल्दी भी.
Welcome back. At least 14 people were reportedly killed after an Indian registered passenger bus plunged into the Maryangdi River in central Nepal on Friday. There were 40 people on board when the bus met the tragic accident. According to reports, the DSP from District Police Office Danahun had confirmed that the bus bearing number plate UPFT 7623 plunged into the river and is lying on the bank of the river. As per the official, the bus was en route to Kathmandu from Pokhara. The accident took place at Aine Bahara in Danahun district. POK resident and Lashkar-e-Taiba terror group guide identified as Zahir Hussain Shah has been apprehended by the Indian Army in Poonch, confirmed police. Earlier on Thursday, as part of efforts to thwart the Pakistan Army's designs to revive terrorism in Jammu and Kashmir, the Indian Army and other security agencies have redeployed troops and special forces in the higher reaches of areas south of Pir Panjal to carry out search and destroy operations. The Indian Army and security forces have deployed more than 10 battalions and over 500 special forces operatives in the area south of Pir Panjal range to tackle the terrorist activities prompted by the Pakistan Army, sources in security agencies told ANI. The Indian Army has now moved the troops to carry out searches in the forested areas with a proactive approach to take out terrorists who have been hiding in natural caves and man-made underground hideouts, sources said. The sources said that the idea is to search and locate terrorists at higher reaches and not let them come down and target civilians and security forces there, sources added. Amid protests and outrage over brutal assault and murder of a trainee doctor in Kolkata's RG Kar Hospital, West Bengal, Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee wrote a letter to Prime Minister Narendra Modi seeking strict legislation on cases of rape. Citing that almost 90 cases of rapes occur daily throughout the country, Banerjee said this shakes the confidence and conscience of the society and the nation. Reacting to this, West Bengal BJP Vice President Soumitra Khan called Mamata as the most dramatic leader in the world and said the letter she sent is a complete drama. He said Mamata Banerjee is destroying West Bengal and women. That's all we have for now. Keep watching Hornbill TV.